Hey everyone, welcome to Karen's Kitchen, and today I'm going to show you a banana split brownie pizza. And all I did was I took you could use a box brownie mix. I actually made this one from scratch, but you could use any brownie mix and cook it on parchment. I do have a video on that you can catch how I did that. Now I'm going to do a topping, and you really could do a lot of different toppings, but this is my favorite. Called banana split brownie pizza. So let me show you how I do that. I probably made this 1,000 times. I'm a little bit picky with how I do it. But what I have is I have an 8-ounce package of cream cheese already in my bowl. I'm going to add another 4 ounces. So I'm using another half of a package. And this has been out of the refrigerator all morning just to make sure it was nice and soft. And now I'm going to add a half of a cup of sugar. And now I'm going to add pineapple. Now you could use crushed pineapple in the can. I personally don't care for crushed pineapple in the can. I find that a lot of times they have pieces that are really too hard. So anyway, I'm kind of picky about that. So I'm taking my food chopper. Let me just show you the food chopper if you're not familiar with it. I'm going to open it up. It's like using 6 blades, okay? This is how you take it apart to clean it. It kind of goes together like a transformer. Remember Transformers? I don't know if kids still use Transformers. You put the collar on, and you can chop. You can chop on your cutting board, or you can chop in the little dish that it comes with. And I'm going to chop in the little dish that it comes with. And I know that this holds about half of a cup. The recipe calls for an 8-ounce, little cans of crushed pineapple. I like to put a little bit more in. And so I'm not going to use a whole, and this is a big can, by the way, of just chunks. And I really like a lot of pineapple in this because this is a banana split brownie pizza where you know what makes it healthy is the fruit. It's the fruit that makes it healthy. So more fruit is good, right? All right, so here we go. And I'm going to take that. This you can take this apart, throw this right in the dishwasher. Our food chopper is so handy. All right. Now, I'm going to grab my washcloth here. All right, so now I have what I need in my little bowl here, and I'm going to turn this on. I'm using my paddle, and I like to use the paddle because it has the scraper edge. And I just absolutely love this mixer. And I have to tell you, after 40 years of using a KitchenAid, in fact, if I turn the camera, you can see I have a green KitchenAid to match my kitchen that I've never used because as soon as I bought it, Pepper Chuck came out with this one, and I absolutely love it. I love it because the bowl is bigger. I like the scraping blade. I like that I can just press a button and it does all the work. So I'm going to just set this to mix, and I'm not going to let it go for the whole 2.5 minutes it says, but you're going to hear it starts out slow and then it kind of cranks up, which is really nice. It kind of does the thinking for me. I'm going to run over to my microwave and grab my chocolate. Yes, I did say chocolate. All right, that should be good and good and good. All right, now what we need to do is, this is perfect. I'm going to stop this. You can't see from here. Okay. There's a little handle. This is has safety features, which is really nice. It's not going to go crazy for you on you, by pressing the wrong button. I'm going to take the blade out, set that aside, and now I'm going to take my little brownie, and I'm going to put I actually probably put a little bit too much pineapple. It's a little bit on the runny side, but darn it, that's okay. And I'm just going to take this and kind of push this all over. And I do want to get it to the edge, and you're going to see why in just a second. I really want this to the edge. Now, before I start decorating it, what I'm actually going to do is, I hope I have my pizza cutter here. I don't have my pizza cutter here. But I'm going to take my knife, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut this. kind of hard to cut. Well, the thing is people, they don't want to wreck the decoration, right? So they tend not to want to cut into it. Now, if you want to have a lot of dessert left over, that's a nice strategy. Don't cut it and people won't eat it, and then you have a lot of leftovers, right? Just depends what you're after. All right, I'm gonna cut this one in half. I'll cut this one in half. And I'm gonna cut these in quarters, or whatever. They're all gonna be different sizes. You can always go back for seconds. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to take this and spread it all over again. Looks like I didn't cut it up. And here we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some strawberries. And I'm going to use our new cup slicer for this. The thing about it is I want these strawberries to kind of be perfect. And I'm going to show you why in just a second. I want them to, when you cut a strawberry upside down, it looks like a heart. And I want that to kind of garnish. The rest of the strawberries I use is not going to matter so much because I'm going to kind of throw them on top of the pizza. But these, what I want to do is, and I apologize if you're going to get bored with me here, but I do want to fuss a little bit. And I'm putting my strawberries all around the edge of my pizza, just to give it a, I'm making this to take to a party, so I kind of want it to be, you know, we can't dazzle with brilliance, right? And it's kind of fun when somebody comes up and they go, "You made this?" Yeah, I did. Okay, I could take this and turn it upside down too. I don't have to dig in like I was doing. And I could just take these, put them all around. Doesn't that look pretty, you guys? Oops. Oops. I might have to do a couple more strawberries for that, for this part. Let's do a couple more. I'll pick a couple of nice ones. I was trying to pick nice big ones for this. And here's another one. If you take the little container, it pushes out the rest of them. My dogs are going to get a couple of them there. In fact, I'm going to just put a couple more. I'll take that off and put it in there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. I'm going to just throw them on top. And I'm going to do a lot more strawberries. Some people don't put as many strawberries on as I do, but you know, if you can overdo something, why not, right? That's my motto. More fruit. It's more fruit. I want everybody to be healthy. So here we go. This is how fast this is. Traditionally, I've used my egg slicer, which works well too. So if you have the egg slicer, I will use that for my strawberries, of course, and for my bananas. So now here I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to push it, and then it will take them all out. And I can just distribute these cherries all the way around. Did I say cherries? I have to listen to the replay to see if I messed that up. I can't imagine that I would say cherries instead of strawberries. All right. So you know what? It doesn't matter that these are perfectly straight. I just want to get these cut. And here we go. Just like that. You know, isn't it great that your kids can help you do this job? You know, get kids in the kitchen. I'm so happy my godmother did. When I was a girl, I started cooking when I was 8. All right, so there's our strawberries. Lots of fruit. Pineapples on the inside there. All right, now what we do is we need to take the banana. And you know what? You know, I've been doing Pampered Chef 31 years. And one time I had a gentleman in my audience, and we don't get enough gentlemen in our audience. I'm just gonna say that. But you know, he thought he could tell me how to peel a banana. Well, he peeled a banana this way. So I learned, and that's how monkeys do it, you guys. And I thought that was kind of apropos that a gentleman would tell me how to peel a banana like a monkey does. Just saying. But what I can do here is I can just take my banana like this. Look how easy that is. When was the last time you made banana pudding for your family? Here we go. And I'm going to take my bananas and put them all over the top. This is a perfectly ripe banana. And anyway, I did tell him, because he was telling me I was peeling a banana wrong. And I told him that I'm not married to him. And he can't talk to me like that. Right? Got to have our boundaries. That was fun. So anyway, now I've learned to take my banana, peel it like the monkeys do. And I always think of him. I wish I could remember his name. But I guess it's good that he remains anonymous because I can blame it on all men, right? All right, gotta love him. All right, so here we go. And I'm going to take this and push this out. I'm going to take my bananas and then just distribute them all the way around. So that's 2 bananas. I used a whole quart of strawberries. And I used about, I'm going to say a good cup of chopped pineapple in my cream cheese. When I first learned to do this, I put the cream cheese and I would try to spread the pineapple on top, which was kind of crazy. So I learned to mix the pineapple in with my cream cheese, made it so much easier. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking some walnuts, and these walnuts happen to be quite fine, so I'm not going to chop them, or this would be another great job for my food chopper. So I'm taking walnuts and sprinkling them all over the top. My mom used to, this was my mom's birthday cake. She loved this birthday cake. And so this is what I made for her. And I'm using about a half a cup here. I think I have a little bit more in my, I might as well use the whole thing. We like everything to excess. Now what I have is I have chocolate chips that I have, I wish my dogs would come eat that strawberry. I have a half a cup of Nestle's morsels. At least I think they're Nestle's morsels. I have a big container. I keep adding chocolate chips to it. I buy, I buy the good ones usually, and either Ghirardelli or Nestle's. But the thing about it is when you buy them, you never know how old they are. And I know that sometimes when people use chocolate, it seizes up and they kind of have a problem with it. You guys, it takes patience. If the chocolate is a little bit older, it's going to require more butter. Okay, so if you're first of all, when you melt chocolate, not 1 drop of water in your container. 1 drop in your container, your chocolate is going to seize up and you're not going to be able to save it. But I've always been able to save any chocolate that I've used that I've seized up, and it takes patience, and it takes more butter. And you can use butter, coconut oil, or shortening to make your chocolate be the consistency you want it to be. Okay, now. Again, all I do is I'll start it with 1 minute in the microwave. This is about a half a cup of chocolate chips, and I used, I'm going to say 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm not sure how old my chocolate is, so it did take me quite a bit of butter to get it to this consistency. But in the beginning, it looked like it seized up, but I just kept adding butter to it and microwave it at 30 seconds, and it'll start to melt the butter, and it all works out really well. Just be patient and keep stirring, all right? So now I'm going to take my chocolate and just drizzle it all over my banana split brownie pizza. Just using a fork here. We also have a silicone prep bowl that works well for this too. Mine are still packed. I don't know where mine are. And I think that everybody is going to just love this dessert. In fact, I know they will. So, I've got a little bit of chocolate left. Well, darn it, I'm going to have to find another use for that. And anyway, here is our banana split brownie pizza. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you soon.